We're starting the show now. And welcome back to the Oklahoma Today podcast. I'm your host, Ben Lucian, and I am definitely not an athlete. This is as evidenced by my poor knee. I partially tore my meniscus after just my third organized soccer game this weekend. It's very sad, but you don't have to feel too sad because we do have an actual athlete on the show today. Four-time OU national champion Tiare Jennings is joining the show today. We're very excited to have her on, and she is coming back to Oklahoma City for Home Run Derby X this Saturday, August 23rd at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. She will be reuniting with former teammates Kinzie Hansen and Jocelyn. They are competing in this one-of-a-kind co-ed hitting and fielding competition. They'll be competing also alongside former MLB legends Swisher and Adrian Gonzalez. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to hear from Tiare in just a minute. But first, a friendly reminder to please hit subscribe if you've not already done so. Nate recently went out to a Spark location, the exciting new burger chain here in Oklahoma. You don't want to miss that or any of our great Oklahoma stories coming up. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and hear about Home Run Derby X. All right, so I couldn't be more excited than I am right now because the one and only OU softball legend Tiare Jennings is joining the show today. Tiare, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, you are, as far as my books go, a multiple time national champion for the University of Oklahoma. That makes you Oklahoma royalty in my books. Is that how it works for you?
I think so, but I appreciate it.
Yes. So you are, let me just list off some accomplishments here. Former National Freshman of the Year, I believe four-time All-Conference, four-time All-American, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Four-time national champion, and then, an inaugural draft pick for the AUSL, which was this season. But one thing I don't think you have yet is a Home Run Derby X championship. Are you still looking for that?
I'm definitely still looking for that. Hoping this year will be added to the list.
Yes. So that is going on August 23rd at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark in Oklahoma City. And yeah, not only are you competing alongside, MLB legends like Nick Swisher, but you also be competing with alongside some of your former OU teammates. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes. What can you tell me about Home Run Derby X? I guess for people who aren't familiar with that concept.
So Home Run Derby X is obviously a home run derby. You're on a team of three, and you get one round of, I believe it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds of how many home runs you can hit. And while you are hitting, another team is on defense, and you can get points by obviously hitting home runs and on defense by catching like robbing home runs or catching pop flies and things like that. So what you only get one round, but just super fun, super competitive. The crowd has always been super great. So, and then you just see who has the most points, and the winner moves on, and hopefully they get to compete for a championship in Salt Lake City.
Yes. I don't know if it's finalized yet, but is there going to be like an all OU team in Oklahoma City? Is that how it's going to work?
Yes, in Oklahoma City, it's a all OU team and the first female team. So it's going to be me,
Oh,
Jossie, and Kinzie
yeah.
Hansen. So first ever in Home Run Derby X, and I think it's the best three to do it with. So I'm super excited
Right.
for that.
Yeah, speaking of Oklahoma royalty, it doesn't get much bigger than that big three right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this is kind of the perfect format for you because not only are you offensive a home run hitter, but finally, probably from your perspective, a chance to score some points on defense.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a little tougher just because it's a baseball. So I have to work on my baseball pop
Mm,
flies before I go, but it's
yes,
super fun.
right. And what's the feeling like competing against MLB legends such as like Nick Swisher?
It's super fun. Nick Swisher just brings a really good personality, and like although you're competing with them, they still make it a fun way. And before the event, you get to go to dinner with them and stuff. So they just
Awesome, yeah.
become very personable, and it's really fun to get to know them. And last year was with Manny Ramirez and Johnny Gomes and guys like that, and they've all been super great. So I'm just super excited to get to compete with them again.
Right. Now, do you remember your first ever home run? Like, what do you have that memory?
I do. I was super nervous at Home Run Derby X just because, again, I've never hit baseballs like that, or if I'm like, I don't even know if they'll go out on a baseball field. But I remember
Yes.
just, and then overhand BP is obviously something that I haven't done in a while. So I remember JT Gasso was throwing me them last year, overhand
Mm,
BP
yes.
at Love's Field. So I definitely remember it. I think once I got the hang of a home run swing, I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's not too bad.
Yes. Well, I was actually talking about your first ever home run just as a softball player in history.
So that one, my freshman year, it was the first game of the season, I believe, at UTEP. And that's
Mm,
when we kind of broke the record of, I think, single home run games in a game at UTEP. So I do remember that one as well. And it was, I think, a little bit more exciting than the home run derby X.
mm. It probably takes some of the nerves off, when you
For sure.
finally get that over the fence.
For sure.
Yes. Now, would you rather hit a home run yourself, or would you rather make a home run saving catch?
Gosh. I think I personally would do a home run saving catch just
Yeah.
because I love defense. I would say
Mm,
like defense more than hitting home runs. So I think just for me personally, I rather try and rob one.
right. Yes. Well, you mentioned sort of the big three there competing alongside once again. What's it
Mhm.
like to sort of I guess run it back in a sort of limited sense?
It'll be fun. I think I'm a little bit nervous about competing against Jada Coleman because I
Yeah.
know
Oh,
she's
yeah.
going to be robbing some of my
Hmm.
home runs. So I got to get it away from her and deep enough to where she can't rob any because she has a legendary story of robbing home runs in Oklahoma City. So I'm really trying
Right.
to keep it away from her.
Yes. Well, that makes sense. And good luck for
Yeah.
that. Also, you played in the first season, the first full season of the AUSL this year,
Mhm.
right? Yes.
Yes.
How did that go from a player perspective?
It was super fun. I think the best part for me was knowing that little girls in the stands could be like, wow, there's a future in professional softball. And
Mm,
just seeing how many people there, we sold out pretty much, I think, around 20 games, I think out of the 26 games that we played. So I think it was just super, really cool. We went to different venues around the country, and obviously playing in Norman was my favorite one. So it was really fun. Played against some of the best players in the world, traveling everywhere. So I couldn't have asked for a better summer, but I'm super excited of the leadership that AUSL brings and just kind of what it has to offer in the next couple of years. So it's been really, really fun.
yes. It seems like, I mean, you can just feel this momentum behind this wave of momentum behind women's sports
Yeah.
right now. What can we do to sort of keep that momentum going? Like we've seen that in basketball and softball is as big as ever. What can we do to keep that going?
I think just keep showing up and spreading the word. I mean, AUSL has a lot of social media presence right now, so that's really good. So just keep reposting and stuff on social media, and as well as just showing up to the games when we do travel everywhere. I think that's been really huge for us, and just keep showing up, keep showing out, and just keep spreading the word that pro softball is here and it is here to stay.
Yes, and it seems like the MLB is getting a lot more active in promoting the softball and the women's game as well. Because I mean, you've got they're involved in the AUSL, and then we've got the Home Run Derby X right now, so they're doing a lot too.
Yeah, for sure. I think having the MLB invested is really cool. I think Sephora is really huge for women's sports. I know
Mm,
we have a lot of makeup
yes.
girlies out there, so that is huge to have a good sponsorship. So it's been really cool to see all the sponsorships, and especially having MLB invested is super cool.
Yes. Now, I have to ask about the Olympics coming up in 2028. First of all, do you know, are you going to be participating on the team? Like, when are you going to hear about that?
So as of now, it's more of there's a big player pool of USA softball, and you can get chosen to each events throughout the summer and those tournaments. And I'm not sure when the team will be announced for the Olympic team. I would assume sometime before, obviously 2028. But so just being on any team right now is super important, and I'll be heading out with them in a probably. I think now I be head out this Thursday in a week. Couple days to go compete in team with Team USA in China to go compete in the World Games. So I'm super excited for that. And so just super excited to continue to be part of USA. It's still, of course, a dream of mine. So definitely hope to be there.
Yes. Well, so I believe you are from Southern California, am I right?
Yes,
The
right out
LA
of
area.
LA. Yeah.
So you might be conflicted on this one. But so the 2028 Olympics is of course in Los Angeles, but the softball portion is going to be played in Oklahoma City. What did you think of that announcement? I think personally that it's like sort of a reward for the fans in Oklahoma City for how much they've kind of supported softball through the years.
For sure. I when I first saw it, a part of me was a little bummed just because all of my family is out of LA, like
Yes, we
all of
will
them.
allow you
Yeah,
that.
so it'd have been super cool to play in LA. And then on the other hand, I was like, hold on a second. When I was in the World Series, my entire family came and watched me in Oklahoma City. So, and that's just where my home is. And that's kind of where I kind of built my story. So, on another hand, I was like, how cool is it that softball is being played at the capital, at the softball capital of the world in Oklahoma City, and just so many memories for me personally. And then I wasn't bummed anymore. It's like Oklahoma City is like my second home, and I'm just so excited for the city of Oklahoma to experience the softball Olympics, and
Right.
just how cool it is for that stadium and the renovations being made, and just how I remember it being filled for the World Series. And I just can't wait for it to be in an Olympic atmosphere, and just super cool that um, now having Coach Gasso being a part of it, whether I'm on the team or not, just super cool for her and everything that she's done for the sport, and for her to have it in Oklahoma City as well is just super cool.
Yes. It's going to be packed and wild, but you know what else is new for Oklahoma City as far as softball goes, right?
Exactly.
Yes. All right. So, in terms of like just softball, we've talked about women's sports in general, but what can softball do to continue growing? I know we've got a great fan base here in Oklahoma City. Have you seen the fan base growing throughout the country as well?
I think across the country, just I think it's all depends on the future generation, and if they want to keep continue playing, then it's going to keep growing. So I think just getting it engraved in the future generation of softball across the entire country that there is a future in pro softball, and you can do it, and it's now a dream for little girls. And I've been watching the Little League World Series here in Greenville in North Carolina, and how some of their goals is already the AUSL, and its first year that their
Mm,
dreams is to play in the
wow. Yeah.
AUSL, and that's super cool. And that's the start of how we need those dreams to continue to be AUSL, so it can keep growing and growing and growing. And now for those future college players, they can keep working hard because there is a life after college softball now, and I think that's super cool for them to keep playing, keep striving to play. So as long as we keep getting the
Yes.
word out and keep getting the name out of AUSL, that I think that pro softball is going to be a huge thing the next couple of years.
Yes. Well, yeah, well, it should be for sure. I have a personal question here. Now, Tiare, you're an athlete. That's well established. I am not an athlete. And actually, this weekend, after just like 5 minutes of rec league soccer action, I have a tear in my meniscus. It's not fun. You've had some injuries before. How can I bounce back from this injury?
I mean, I love the saying, minor setback for a major comeback. And I think just really focusing on your process and how everyone's different. I've had small injuries in college, and I've always like, that's just telling me to relax and slow down and take a step back. And so I think just getting it all healed up before you run back into doing anything. So that's what I've always told myself. And just knowing like if you rush it, that it could always get worse and worse and worse. So just taking a step back, getting it healed up, and just focusing on yourself.
All right, I like that. I'll take my time and come back
Yes.
as a better podcaster than I've ever been before. Now, all right, so we're about to wrap up the interview, but I have, you're going to be doing a home run derby here, and I thought we would do sort of our own little version of kind of a home run derby here. Are you familiar with the Family Feud game on television?
I am.
Yes. All right. So, Family Feud is a little bit like a home run derby. They just sort of they throw up, they lob up a ball, a really easy question, and you just have to knock it as far as you can, really. So I found four just little, really basic Family Feud questions here,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna give them to you, and you're gonna see if you can nail that number one answer or how far you can go. Does that sound good to
Okay.
you?
Okay.
Okay. Yes. The first question is name something you might eat with crackers.
I'm gonna go with hummus.
Hummus. Oh man, hummus was not on the board. And why is it not on the board?
See, I'm an athlete. Crackers and hummus is healthy, and that's what we have
Yeah.
in our OU locker room. So maybe
Mm.
this is a little skewed because
Yeah, this is skewed for sure. The number one answer was soup, 28.
that's a good
Um,
answer.
yes. Second question I've got four questions here. Name things that are hot.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a number one answer.
Hmm. It's
I'm gonna
probably
go
more
with
obvious than
I know. I'm
than you'd
okay, the
imagine.
most obvious because soup
That's
is also
me.
very hot.
That's true. That's true.
Um, I'm gonna say soup.
Soup is not on this list that I have. Unfortunately, I've got coffee and tea are on there.
Okay,
The
that's a
number
good
one
one, but I think it's
answer,
kind of similar because coffee and tea can be same temperature as soup. So again,
and you could argue is coffee a soup? Perhaps it is. The number one answer, you're gonna hate this, is fire.
okay, that's makes sense.
Yeah, it's only logical. Number three, or yeah, the third question here. Name something many kids seem hooked on.
See in the dark,
Seem hooked on.
seem
Things
hooked
that
on.
kids are
Sorry,
hooked on.
seem hooked
Yes.
on. Their phones.
Their phones. Yes, that is I think this is a dated one. It has like computers, but I'm a phone's a computer. So that is in my book the number one answer at 41. So we got a dinger there for
Right.
sure. All right, now the last one. The name of a place with long bathroom lines.
The airport
The airport.
or
That is
amusement.
a
I should have said amusement park too.
Yeah, amusement park is on here with six. Airport is not. Again, I think these questions are biased against
I think you're kind of
softball
setting me up for
athletes.
failure with these questions, personally.
I kind of object to some of these answers now that I'm looking at them. I think it's a little dated. You gave great answers that I would expect a softball athlete to make. So. Yes. Well, you will hit the real home runs. That's what matters. Coming up
Exactly.
here, yes, Home Run Derby X in Oklahoma City, August 23rd at the
Yes.
Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. You haven't played in the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark
I
before, or
have
have you?
not ever played there. I've been there one time, and it was to see Jocelyn with the Savannah Bananas play there.
Yes,
The whole
yes.
team got to go, so that's the only time I've been in there. So I'm super excited to hit some home runs down in Oklahoma City, hopefully.
Yes. All right. Well, we are so excited for the event, and Tiare, thank you so much for joining the show.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. Booyah. Man, Oklahoma City is like the center of the softball world. I love it. I love it.
Are we on the show?
Are we back again? Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking.
We are back.
You were back.
That was perfect, Nate.
I thought we were back.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, we are back. Nate snuck up on me.
So excited. I was excited about Tiare.
Yeah, it was so much fun. That's a really cool idea because they've got the MLB legends competing right alongside like the softball stars of today.
Yeah.
So you can't really see anything else like that.
No, it's a cool deal. That's a cool deal.
Yes. It is a cool deal.
I'm jealous that you got to do that one. That's a good one.
Yes, I was really excited for it. So athletes, speaking of athletes, my knee. Do we have a wide shot of my knee here? We can get the full story, the zoom in. Yeah, unfortunately, I am a little hobbled today, hence the shorts and the brace.
Sorry, buddy.
It was during my third ever soccer game.
Is there going to be a fourth soccer game?
My soccer career is done.
Okay. I thought maybe that might be true.
I saw the doctor this week, and the first thing he said to me was, "Why are you playing soccer? You're 34 years old."
Oh, no.
That is a good question.
Hey, that is not fair because you're almost 35.
Yeah, exactly. He should have given me more credit for that.
Yeah.
No, and the thing is that I'm not a soccer player. So
not anymore, you're not.
And everyone in this rec league was like high school experience or above, like college experience.
Okay.
So I was in way over my head.
Sorry.
It was really just a matter of time, but whatever. I'm a podcast host. Yeah, I try.
You're a really good podcast host.
I do compete in the sport of podcasting.
Okay.
So that's what we have going for us. So sports legends who don't include me can be big-time heroes for a lot of people. So our question of the week this time is actually, who is your Oklahoma hero? Now, it doesn't have to be a sports figure. This can apply to people from all sorts of backgrounds, professions, everything like that. So I guess, Nate, have you given this question much thought? Who is your Oklahoma hero?
And I have the greatest answer. It's one of my ancestors. Who was, his name was Joseph Tate, and he and his wife Alice, who were my great-great-great-grandparents. I'm a sixth-generation Oklahoman, and they were our first generation of people to come to Oklahoma. And they rented land in eastern Oklahoma near Porham from Bellstar, the famous outlaw queen of Indian Territory. And so their names are in Glenn Shirley's biography. They're actually, they were ear witnesses to Belle's murder. So they were her tenants on their land, and they didn't see her die, but they heard the shot. So their ear witness testimonies are actually in Glenn Shirley's book, Bellstar, Her Life and Times, which is really neat. And then when I did a story on Younger's Bend about 12 or 13 years ago for the magazine, which is the home of Bellstar, the place where she was living when she died and where she's buried now, a guy from Tulsa had taken it over and kind of renovated the property, and I did a story about it, and he showed me, I told him that story before I went down there, and he had the indictment paperwork from Edgar Watson, the guy who was put on trial for killing Bellstar, and Joseph had ridden his horse to Fort Smith from Porham to sign the indictment paperwork saying, "I believe this is the person who did it." Right, which is a huge, like, you don't have time to do that, much less it's very dangerous, right? Edgar Watson is acquitted. Historical record loses track of him after that. There are a lot of theories and things about maybe he showed up in Florida and changed his name, and there's a plantation owner in Florida after that who was killed by his tenants for being such a, being such a jerk, and he looks a lot like him. So there's a theory that's him, but no one knows for sure. But my grandmother, Pearl Kaltenbach, she grew up knowing Alice. That was her grandmother, great-grandmother, and she heard these stories, and I heard them from her. But the family story always was that not long after Belle was killed, Joseph took off on his horse, and the horse came back, and he was never seen again. Like, he disappeared forever. And I didn't know about the indictment. But I knew that story, that he had disappeared my whole life, and so it makes sense now. But to do something that brave and that kind of forward. And that really, I mean, it just took you, like, it was days to go there and back. It was time out of your life. And it was an extremely dangerous thing to do if you thought this person killed someone, to go on public record and say, I think he killed someone. Yeah, and he apparently paid the price for that. So I think that's really heroic.
Yeah. It's always really cool to get any kind of like documentation of your, long relatives, but for like historical.
It is really cool. It is really
that's
cool.
Even extra cool.
Yeah, and then a really neat footnote to that too is my mom has a cousin who I'm pretty sure watches the podcast. Hi, Pam. Who found Joseph Tate's Choctaw enrollment on the Dawes rolls, and we thought that we weren't enrolled. So I have to go investigate that for myself because I haven't seen it. But that would be interesting if it turned out we were Choctaw through that as well. So
how far back or what relative is Joseph Tate to you?
So he's my third great grandfather.
Okay.
And this was 1889. So it was actually before. It was like February of 1889. So it was before the land run even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's my Oklahoma hero. Also, I have to say Tom Stafford because I grew up in Weatherford and I love it. He's a big hero of mine. Big hero of mine. Yeah.
That could be a show for another day.
Totally,
perhaps.
It will be a show for another day, actually. We're going to do that, yeah.
All right, very cool. Research editor Kirsten Stone, what about you? Oklahoma hero.
You know, I don't really think about having like heroes and idols so much, but my like first thought to the answer to this question was just my dad. So another familial thing, but you know, like both of my parents are wonderful people. But my dad is kind of a hero to me in a way because he's retired now, for those who don't know, but he served 25 years as a firefighter and as a fire chief. So he did a lot in that time frame where he spent a lot of time serving other people in our community, making sure everyone else was protected, going above and beyond the means of what he would regularly do as a fireman. One of his stories, I love telling people this because I like to brag on it, but he actually, whenever I was little, I don't remember how old I was, but whenever I was in elementary school, and he received a Medal of Valor because he was off duty and we were in town, and he stopped by the fire department to go like say hi to the other guys on shift, and they got a call that a house was on fire. And so he went ahead and geared up, went out with the guys, and as this building was like seconds away from flashover, which is combustion for those who don't know, it just explodes, he actually like went through a window because there was a baby in the building, and he went through the window, got the baby, and got out before flashover happened.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
So actual literal hero.
Literal
hero. So he actually did go do the little fireman trope of he saved a baby from a burning building.
That's awesome.
You can't beat that. That is a true hero.
I'm really glad I got to go first now.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, right.
I'm really excited to go next.
It's going to be hard.
So Carly, Carly, who's your lame Oklahoma whatever? No, that's really cool.
Well,
Your dad, Kirsten's dad is the nicest guy too. Like he's the sweetest guy. He showed us around Anadarko one day. And
I was somewhat expecting Kirsten to say Ron Howard because we know
a little bit.
Okay, but I do like Ron Howard too.
About the legendary
that's fair
I do.
essay or project. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, your dad is a better answer.
He's a good guy.
All right, Carly. Well, now you're on the spot, I guess.
So my hero is Rue McClanahan, who is originally from Hilton, and if you don't know her, she played Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls, which The Golden Girls, I watched it so many times that my grandma yelled at me and was like, I can't watch this anymore. So I am obsessed with that show.
If
but
a grandma in the 80s or 90s is sick of The Golden Girls, you're watching a lot of The Golden Girls. Yeah.
But like the reason that she is my hero, my Oklahoma hero, is because The Golden Girls was such a significant show at the time because it was women who didn't live with a man, who were, independent, doing things on their own, living their lives, just being themselves. And they were unapologetic about it. And there was no one more unapologetic than Blanche Devereaux, who just did what she wanted. And she had this just inspiring confidence. And I really, really hope that when I grow up, I can be just like Blanche.
I like that. That's a good answer. That's a good answer, Carly.
That is a fantastic answer. Legendary Oklahoman for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Ben?
So I went with sticking with sports, Jim Thorpe.
That's a good
yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. Yeah.
Gold medal distance runner, Olympic gold medal distance runner, NFL Hall of Famer, college football Hall of Famer also, and also dabbled in Major League Baseball. So
Yeah.
He didn't even need the right shoes to
I was
play.
going to say, won
Right.
that gold medal wearing 2 different shoes. Yeah,
Yes.
that's incredible.
yeah, there will never be anyone who like comes close to that.
Not
again.
at all.
Yes.
Not at all. Yeah.
So yeah, to have a Native American from Oklahoma like that as the greatest athlete of all time, I mean,
Yeah.
you just no beat.
That's a
that.
good answer. That's a really good answer.
What about Chris
Behind
Camp?
the camera, curious.
To get more shallow, no. My first thought was Wiley Post
Good answer.
because
also,
I
yeah.
just recently learned really all the amazing things that he did for space exploration and all those types of things. But with my background, I went with Ben Johnson. Who's
Not
Ben
Ben
Johnson?
Lucien.
Yeah,
You
not
just
Ben
could've said
Lucien.
Ben
Almost.
He has his own museum.
Yeah,
Well-
Ben Johnson. Yeah.
He's the only person to ever win an Academy Award and a rodeo world title.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
true.
left acting to go get his world title. And I just think that's super cool. He's from Pawhuska. I have a decent family from Pawhuska. My mom's uncle cowboyed with Ben Johnson.
Oh, that's cool.
And so there's this kind of connection, whatever. So I went with Ben Johnson.
I love that.
So
That's a good answer.
cool. Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
That
And
is
if
a
you
good one.
haven't been to the Ben Johnson Museum in Pawhuska, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Agree.
By all accounts, he was just a great guy.
Yeah.
And he started his movie career, he was a wrangler, which was the guy in charge of the horses.
Right.
And then he hopped on a horse and they're like, hey, that guy can ride. And then he was in all these westerns, but he won his Academy Award. It wasn't a
The
western.
Last Picture Show.
Yeah. I was trying to, it went blank,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, and that museum in Pawhuska is great. Like, when you're in Pawhuska, you have to go to the Ben Johnson Museum. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Good answer, Chris. That was a really good one. I will say too, you and Jennifer and anyone who was a journalist on April 19th is a big hero of mine.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Because that wasn't an easy gig. And it's
1995.
1995, not this year. April 19th this year, it was just a Wednesday. But
Yeah.
But no, seriously, we did a story about this about 5 years ago, and it really opened my eyes to because like the fire and police and EMTs and all those people, obviously heroes and doing their jobs, and like, but the journalists were just so unsung, and had to like the field of journalist trauma was invented here because of that, and like, it was a big deal, and so I just really respect. I really respect everybody who was there on the ground that day because it wasn't like it was a safe thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know you and I talk about this. I talk about this way too much. I'm sorry. I just find it fascinating. But yeah, so I have to throw that in there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, those were all some great answers, but now we want to hear from you. Who are your Oklahoma icons? Go ahead and comment on that. Do you have a famous Oklahoma relative? We'd love to hear about that. So leave that in the comments. And we'll be back in just a minute with Podvents. All right. Well, it's once again one of our favorite parts of the show, Podvents. This is where we go through the travelok.com event calendar and pick out a few of our favorite gyms. Is there anyone you'd like to go first this week? Carly.
I would love to go
is
first.
already. Well, I'm excited to hear what it is.
You should be excited because it's the Hinton Community Fair.
Oh, this is fun.
Super fun. It's going to be August 21st through 23rd. It's free, but you will have to buy ride tickets. They're $1 a piece, and the kids' rides are all one ticket, and the adult rides are two. Which I'm not big on carnival rides. They make me feel a little unsafe. But these rides are actually locally owned. They don't
okay.
move
That's
around
cool.
the country. They set them up
Interesting.
specifically
Yeah.
for this event, and then they take them down after the event. So it seems like they would be much, much safer. And also the people who built them are there and invested in the community. So it's going to take place at the Hinton Fairgrounds, of course. And there's going to be a pie and cake option. Tried to combine those two words. A cake and pie auction attraction, domino tournament, a talent show, and my favorite thing at any fair is a giant slide that you get to ride down on the potato salad.
Oh, that's fun.
So
you ever
if
see those videos of dogs doing that?
it's there might be dogs doing it at the fair. You'll have to go to find out. So if you go to facebook.com/Hinton Fair, you can get all of the information, and it just sounds like a really fun time. I love a free fair.
No, I do too, and it's a good time of year for them. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, lots of community fairs going on around this.
Western Oklahoma small town fairs, man, they're the best. They're so
Yes,
fun.
They
Yeah.
really are. Nate, what's your event this time?
This one's really fun. I will say I have to apologize right off the top because I only got this information right before we started recording. So if you're watching this on the day it's released, August 18th, you still have time to register, because you have to do it today, for the Greenleaf Cardboard Boat Race.
Fun.
This is Saturday, August 23rd at Greenleaf State Park at the Nature Center. Again, you do want to call the park and register today. If you want to do this, it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Saturday, August 23rd. There are 3 age groups, 12 and under, 13 to 17, and then 18 and up. So everybody gets to play. There are awards in each category for best design and fastest boat. And then there's I love this one. There's an overall award for most spectacular sinking boat. So, so even if you lose, you win.
That would be me.
I don't even think I'd be good enough to have my sinking be spectacular.
Right.
That's the truth.
An
That's the truth.
unnotable sinking.
So the number you want to call is 918-487-5622, and just talk to the people at the park there, and they'll get you registered. And if you want more information on the park, you can go to travelok.com/Greenleaf. I highly recommend booking one of their cabins to stay overnight. They're lovely. And it's a gorgeous park, and a couple of the cabins are pet-friendly, as I recall. So if you want to take your doggo or catto up there, you can do that as well. But it sounds like a lot of fun, the cardboard boat race. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fun. Get with your friends, make a cardboard boat, and maybe it'll sink so spectacularly that you'll get a prize.
Somewhat reminds me of my days in Boy Scouts. We did the Pinewood Derby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
where you take
of,
a
too.
block of wood and turn it into like a car.
Yeah.
One year I made like a semi-trailer, so I like put all the blocks on top.
Oh,
and
that's
just flat
cool.
on the bottom. It was a terrible race. Didn't even make it to the finish line.
But you tried something new, and
No,
that's worthwhile.
it's exciting to
Yeah.
like make something and do a race with
That
it.
is fun.
Yeah.
I'll say this too. This is another part that's going to be fun, and I kind of want to go to see this part. There's also going to be a state parks division, so like state park employees from all over the state are going to come and compete as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be really fun. All of our state park friends will get to show off their engineering skills.
Yes.
This is very random, but in Bragg's, there's not a lot of restaurants, but there is a Simple Simon pizza. And there is something deeply satisfying to me about going to a small town and having Simple Simon pizza.
I agree.
That's the only place you can
No,
have
it's
it.
very nice. Yeah,
So-
yeah, I agree. That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Kirsten, what's your event this time?
Mine, I was very excited for. I don't know if y'all really know who these
I
people
know what
are.
it is. Now
Ben
this
knows.
is sort of the reverse. Carly had the one where you were excluded.
Yeah.
Now you're excluding the rest.
I'm playing Uno reverse right
Yes.
now. Playing Uno reverse.
I'm about to learn something. This is fun.
No, so the band Big Time Rush, which used to be on Nickelodeon as a TV show whenever I was growing up, I loved watching them. Big boy band era, you know.
Sort of Nickelodeon's answer to the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like
Okay.
right kind of around when One Direction was really big too.
Yes,
and that was
right.
almost like fading off, I feel
Right.
like. We're transitioning in. But yeah, so Big Time Rush, they actually reunited probably about like 5 years ago now. And they've started doing tours and concerts, and they bought out the rights to their name and their music. So
Awesome. Good
they're
for
back
them.
at it, and it's great. We're having a boy band resurrection, I
Yeah.
guess.
Renaissance.
Yeah, something like that. Boy bands are back. But they're going to be playing their In Real Life worldwide tour here in OKC at the Zoo Amphitheater on Wednesday, August 20th, to be specific. They will be playing like big, like, so the point of the worldwide tour In Real Life is they are playing every song from every episode of the show.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That's ambitious.
Wow.
And they have other like actors who were in the show that were with them. They're also going to be guest appearing this. So it's pretty much just going to be the show in concert in real life. It's going to be
Amazing.
great. I think it sounds very interesting. And they will be playing like there's some of their songs. For those who don't know, there's stuff like their newest one is Call It Like I See It, which was their first new track in 8 years. There's also Boyfriend, Big Time Rush, after their name. Halfway There, City Is Ours, Confetti Falling, Worldwide, all of the songs. There's
Halfway
like over
There,
20.
I remember that one.
Yeah. There's over 20, so it's going to be great. But like I said, that'll be August 20th at the Zoo Amphitheater, and you can buy your tickets at okczooamp.com.
And the Zoo Amp just got a really cool glow up, and it is really, really nice there.
There's
now.
a lot of great shows
Yeah.
that are going to be coming to the Zoo Amphitheater this season.
Yeah. Like there's new seating. The bathrooms are so nice there now. There's a video on our Instagram people can go look at. Yeah.
Yeah, I was too old for Big Time Rush when that came out, but I had younger siblings, so that gave me an excuse to kind of keep up with the Nick and Disney stuff. A little when I was a little past the age, you know.
You're never.
Oh no, another episode of Victorious.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess so, little sister.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I've got, as you all know, I'm in search of a new sport. I can't play soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer's out the window now.
Yeah.
So I think I found something.
What?
Yes. So this week is the return of the Cimarron Territorial Celebration and Cow Chip Throwing Contest.
Oh, this is great.
I think I can become a cow chip thrower.
Very easy on the knees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
hard on the
if
nose.
You've got if you've got the upper body strength, the arm strength to get those cow chips out there. So for people who are wondering what we're talking about, I guess I'll explain it. Cow chip throwing has sort of evolved from the resourcefulness of the people of the Great Plains. If you've been out in the Great Plains, you might have noticed there's not like a lot of trees out there, you know? So people, before electricity, they needed fuel, right? So if there's not like trees, lumber, wood for fuel, what are you gonna resort to? What a lot of people did in the days of the bison roaming, they would use bison chips, the drippings, I don't know.
The
droppings?
Bartertown method.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And they would use those for fuel.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
And I guess it was an odorless thing, but it made life on out there on the plains possible.
Okay.
You know?
Also very eco-friendly because you don't have to cut anything down.
Exactly.
True, yeah.
And using the whole buffalo, you know,
The whole buffalo.
even what
The entire
remains,
buffalo.
you know.
Yeah.
So this is an event. Now we don't need to burn the buffalo or cow chips anymore, but as a way to honor sort of the resourcefulness of the people from that era, it sort of evolved into the sort of tongue-in-cheek cow chip throwing contest. Yeah. So they do this every year in Beaver, Oklahoma, and it's the cow chip throwing contest is of course part of their week-long Cimarron Territorial Celebration, which includes a lot. They've got a parade, they've got a cornhole tournament, mud volleyball, all sorts of like carnival games, attractions, food vendors. It's a whole week of activities. You can't, just another one of these community fairs, you know. And it's a lot of fun. And actually today, if you hustle, when this show comes out on Monday, you can see the crowning of Miss Cow Chip. So you would want to miss
There
that,
she
honestly.
is.
We'll be crowning Miss Cow Chip. Who would want to miss that? This is all going on this week through August 23rd. So a lot of the festival and fair activities are free, but if you want to register in the cow chip throwing, as of last year, I don't have the most, this year's registration cost is probably similar. $20 for individual cow chip throwing registration and $75 for a team of 4. So it's actually cheaper to do it as a group. So yes, I guess I've got time to prepare for cow chip throwing, I guess.
I mean, the Olympics are only 3 years away.
Yes, it is technically the world championship of cow chip throwing.
Is that
here
right?
In Beaver.
Okay.
Yes. So you can't. No offense to the Olympics, but you can't really top it.
I agree.
They should be offended.
Yeah,
I agree. Man, I'm overdue for a trip to the Panhandle. I want to
Right.
go back up there now.
All right. Well, enough of the cow chip talk, I guess. Let's go to the complete opposite, the star of the show.
Cow chips.
And it can only be Tiare Jennings.
Yeah,
Of course.
TRA.
Yeah, Oklahoma royalty, as I said on the interview.
Yeah,
So-
I got to be there a couple times when they won the
Yes.
the World Series. And golly, that's
Imagine
fun.
like you're a 4-time college national
my
champion.
gosh.
You know how many years you go to college? 4 years.
Every
That's
year of your
crazy.
college career, you have that's incredible.
I can't imagine.
Like my
Yeah,
little brother
right.
played Division III national or college football, and they went to the national championship one year. They didn't even win, and he's got a ring this big.
Yeah.
Like just for going to that game. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
It is cool
Yeah.
stuff. I live vicariously through them
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I am not an athlete. Well, that's actually all we've got for you this week. This has been the show known from here to Hennessy, home of Gale's Grill, as the Oklahoma Today podcast. Head to oklahomatoday.com or pick up our latest issue on newsstands right now. Send your feedback to oktpod@travelok.com. I'll talk to you again next week.
Goodbye.
Send PT recommendations, I guess.
Send healing vibes.
Thank you very much.
What the?